What's up, Internet? I'm Aries Van Dam, and this is WTF Are You Thinking? Today's episode is going to be about honesty. I guess you could kind of even say, let's just go with honesty. Honesty's good. And this is kind of, we're going to do men's honesty versus women's honesty here, just to break it into two, because it's kind of a different thing. You'll see. So women will frequently tell you they want honesty. Honesty is above all, and all this kind of nonsense. It's a lie. Fellas, don't fall for it. Don't be honest with them. Don't. Don't. They don't want that. They're not looking for that. They're just not interested in honesty. What they really want is for you to be honest with them about what you're doing, and they want you to lie to them about what they look like. When they say they value honesty, that's what they really mean. They value, you're not lying to them about sleeping with other women and telling them they're pretty. That's what honesty means to them. It doesn't mean you just say what's true in front of them all the time. It means two different things. And if you're married, you know this. You already know this. Go tell your wife she looks fat today. See how much she valued your honesty. Enjoy the sofa. Yeah, that's not true. They don't value honesty. They value honesty and being told how pretty they are. So, but for this portion of the video, we're going to focus more on the men, because this isn't a dating horror story. This is a WTF. So this is men and women. So my example is a man. And this is a guy I've been friends with for, 30 years, maybe 20 years. I don't know. Yeah, been a long time, since high school. So, and this guy has always been a bit of a, when he was younger, he exaggerated things to a hilariously comical degree. He would make up things, basically. Saying he's an exaggerator is pretty much an exaggeration in itself. He would just make up shit, like shit that never even happened. It's a story now. And everybody just kind of let him get away with it. And I met him whenever some of the group that I was friends with would already known him since they were in elementary school. So that's how he is. He just told me that's how he is. So, took some getting used to, but I just kind of got quiet whenever he would make up his stories and stuff and just let it, we talked about it when he would leave, tell everybody that wasn't bullshit, but there's no point we thought there was no point in just calling it out and saying, he just made that shit up. And what happened, as we fast forward to now, because I started trying to hang out with the guy again, when I started going around people, everybody told me he's not one you want to hang out with. Everybody warned me that he is a lunatic now, that he's lost his mind. He makes up things. He thinks the government's out to get him. He thinks all the stories he made up as a child and in his young adult life, he thinks they're all true. Like the made up stuff, the stuff that sounded so ridiculous we laughed at it, he thinks it's all true. And he lives his life that way. Like now he thinks that the government is out to get him and that they are like hacking his phone, hacking his alarm clock, hacking his, just anything that doesn't work. And if you forgot to put the new batteries in the remote control, well, they hacked it. And now they're doing it they're not hacking him to like ruin his life. They're hacking him to ruin his day. And I tried to tell him, man, that's the most absurd sounding thing I've ever heard. You think that the government is hacking into your phone just to turn your alarm clock off on random days just to make you miss an appointment? Or do you think maybe you forgot to set it? Which one makes more sense? But you can't get it through to him. He's out there like that. And I had never been around when he had one of his real bad outbreaks, like where he just goes nuts. Like one time he went nuts and ripped all the cabinets off the wall in the kitchen. Like does crazy stuff. But I've never been around it until the one time I was. He wanted me to go to a parade with him because his girlfriend was bartending at a bar. It's like on the parade route. So it was in a town I don't live in. He lived like 50 miles from me. I don't even know how far. He's like 30, 40 miles from me, and a town I don't go to. And so I went to go to watch the parade with him. And he showed me not to hang out with them. My friends were all right. You can't keep crazy like this around you. Like at one point, he almost hit me with a bottle. Like just because we didn't know where the car was parked. We forgot where we parked the car. And I turn around and he's about to hit me with a beer bottle. That's how crazy he got. And he would have needed that beer bottle. He would have needed a few beer bottles if he hit me, because that dude is not a fighter. He thinks he is, but those are made up stories. Like in his mind, he's a ninja warrior or something. I don't know. But I've seen him in fights and he is not that. Not that. So he needed that bottle. But it showed me that I need to keep liars away from me. And I should have known that from the beginning. It always did feel weird when he would tell lies and I had to just bite my tongue and not say anything, because my first instinct is to just call him out and embarrass him in front of everybody. You know, like you should do with your friends. But everybody just didn't do that with him. They just kind of let it go for so long that it started becoming reality in his head. So you need to nip that in the bud. If you don't, by the time they're adults and 40 years old, they're crazy. They don't make any sense anymore. And I think that if we could go back in time and just correct it at the point, like when he's saying this stupid stuff, just point out how stupid it is, and he probably would have like, oh yeah, it's dumb. And he probably would have grown up to not be a lunatic. So I just wanted to give you this tale. I don't have a lot of comments about this because it's still kind of going on. But yeah, I don't know. I think the best thing to do is just be honest, so that you don't feed into their delirium like that. 'Cause, like, it's literally, he's deluded into believing these things because he started believing his own lies. And that's what happens if you let people tell lies like that. You're not helping them, and you're not going to help yourself in the long run either, because I had to go through all that with him. So just cut off the liars whenever they show you what they are. If they show you they're a liar, why would you want to keep them around? What benefit is there to keep a liar? Someone you can't trust beside you. What's the point in that? What is he going to be good for? Maybe a laugh, but laughs ain't that important to me. So, peace.